What's up? What's up? What's up with it? We back. We back. We back at it again. You already know it's your boy, Mr. Britt is on top. You already know we had the show pre-snap read. Hey, it's live. It's live this week. We got games going on probably right now. We got games going on tomorrow. We got games going on this whole weekend, man. College football is back. I know I'm excited for it. I know I know all the men that loves football. We've been it's like a dry season for us. It's a dry season. It's like ain't nothing to watch, ain't nothing to do. So we just if you booed up with your girl, you just watching movies and shows. That's y'all time. Then when it comes to football time, it's our time. This our time. This our season. But what's up, man? I'm glad to be back. But I can't do it by myself. I got my two co-hosts with me. But first co-host, I'm gonna bring out this boy from North Carolina. Ain't nothing finer than being a Carolinas in the morning. I'm talking about that boy's a cute dog. He went to Winston-Salem State. He went to FAMU, and he doing big things out here, man. I'm talking about my boy, Jay Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to be back, dog. Had a long break. We back at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we can't do the show by ourselves. It's the girl from the boot. She mellow out here. She 3 degrees up. You know what I'm saying? She went to LSU. She went to FAMU, and now she at NCCU. She's just holding all them U's out here. My girl, Robin McGee.
I like the 3 degree up. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, there you go. 3 degrees up with you.
Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute.
It has. Yeah, it has. Sure, the trio back together. Sure, we ain't been on in a minute now. In a minute now. Sure. What y'all got going on for people before we start this show, man? What y'all got going on?
Well, y'all know I took the bar, so pray for you, girl. Results come out. If you don't hear nothing, don't say nothing. If you hear something, that means we're good. We're good. We're great. But yeah, I'm just chilling, enjoying my time of nothingness. That's just nice, just relaxing, recovering. Shout out to everybody that graduated and took the bar and all that stuff. I know y'all tired, and if y'all got jobs, great job. If y'all need somebody, I'll let you, girl. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Before we move on to me, I just want y'all to know she passed. I don't know why she's acting like she's not going to pass, or like some type of question in the air.
Oh gosh.
This girl is probably the smartest. She's the smartest girl that I know. So if she didn't pass, nobody's going to pass the bar exam. So
I know that's right. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
That part. Hey, you better tell this shit. If Robin didn't pass, ain't nobody gonna pass.
You said nobody.
Ain't nobody gonna pass. Ain't nobody gonna pass.
Ain't nobody pass.
Yeah. Just to get a quick update of some games that's going on right now. Delaware State versus Delaware right now is Delaware's up 7-3 on the Sean Jackson team. So they're in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And Townsend and Norfolk. Townsend got 13, Norfolk got 0. It's in the second quarter, 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. So, Norfolk is down right now. But, it's still a lot of game to go. It's their first time coaching. You're going to get, it's the grace period, Jerry. It's the grace period.
Yeah.
You get some games underneath your belt. You figure out what you're going to do this year. The next year, you be like, okay, I got me last year. I ain't going to get me this year. So, that's
what I will say, the team that you get right now is not going to be the same team you're going to get, October, November. So if you're going, what Deion say, if you're going to beat them, you're going to beat them early.
Yeah. Beat me early, cause that's the time to do all your jump talking, all your talking. That is the time to do all your talking.
All the success stories start off like that. They be getting their ass whooped in the beginning, but then they come back strong.
Yep. For sure.
Mm-hmm. But this next ass whooping that we should talk about is NCC win over.
Wait a minute, Ron. Y'all didn't talk about what y'all was doing. Y'all left it at me. I said, you know what I was doing with my life and what's happening. And then Jared was finna go, and he was just like, before we get to it, she passed. And then we never got back to Jared, and then we never got to you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Jared. My bad.
The people want to know.
My bad. Shoot.
Our accomplishment was so big. We didn't want to say ours, but like ours ain't really, you know what I'm saying? We ain't hitting on that.
No, we want to hear. Let's go.
Nah, but I'm doing good. I'm the director of compliance at Hampton University. We're about to get our year started off.
They
Gotta have a great year.
HU. That's what they said. I didn't say that.
You know.
They said that was the real HU. That's what they said. But I don't know. I'm just the messenger.
The real HU is the one that's by the water. So we know which one's the real. We beat them every year.
Yeah. The one that care about football.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm doing good though. I got my first ring here from track and field last year. We won our first CAA championship. So doing all right.
Shout out Hampton.
Definitely. Shoot, what I got going on, man, just teaching, moving and teaching, trying to move from apartment to another apartment. So I know everybody know how that goes, just trying to move. But besides that, man, I'm really just trying to coast. I'm really just trying to coast. I got something coming up in the future. I'll tell y'all, I just not remember this. I'll tell y'all off cam, but when it come up, I'm gonna tell everybody it's gonna be some big news. It was gonna be
big dog.
Yeah, I'm out here. Just know that.
You gonna tell us offline, because now that you said something, I gotta know.
I mean, I don't want to tell the world right now because
I said offline.
Yeah,
I said offline. I said off when we come off alive.
But everything else copacetic, man. Everything copacetic with me.
Yay!
Heck yeah! Let's start this show on right, man. Shoot, Robin, your school.
Yeah.
SCCU wins over Southern. Did y'all watch the game first and foremost?
I saw a little bit of it. I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched some of it too.
Okay. What was y'all perspective of the game? Because what I got out of the game is it was very up and downish. I can't say that for the first half. It was very up and down the first half. Very up and down. Then when the second
up and down, do you mean like back and forth?
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth. It was kind of a chess. It was kind of a chess match that first half. You know what I'm saying? They scored. Next thing you know, they score. Defense stop. So it was a really good game in the first half. Then once that second half hit, you can really tell who made the adjustments and who really can coach football.
Right.
Yeah. I think the better coach won the game. I think they probably got better players too. I think Southern, that running back they got, Holly, he real deal. I mean, we knew he was the real deal coming in.
Yeah.
But the overall team, which has been the better program historically, is North Carolina Central.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think too, I appreciated how I felt like Central was a lot more cohesive and balanced upon how they use their plays. And maybe that goes to your point of like it being the better team that was coached, so to speak, or the better coaching staff that kind of got the win. But it seemed like Central was a lot more like they wanted everybody to have a opportunity. Like they were much more spread out. They were much more balanced. They were selfless, I feel, in their gameplay than, Southern. I think Southern very quickly became predictable of like who they were targeting and where they were going, which, served right to your point, Ron, in the beginning, they kind of were finding that niche. But once Central kind of figured it out, it was like, okay, that is from there. Hey guys. But yeah, I think overall Central really looked good. Like they did. I think Southern started off well in the beginning too. I think they were creating a competitive nature, but I think at one point, like I said, it kind of just became that predicting nature where, Central took advantage of it and they got it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I know like from the jump, it was kind of back and forth, but it was to me that breaking point was that third quarter. Central came out, striking. They scored 14 in the third, and I don't think Southern didn't score anything in the third quarter. So it was that halftime speech that kind of turned things around to get Central to go out there and play ball. I mean, a lot of times, man, the first game of the season, people have struggles on offense historically, like because offense has to gel a lot better than defense has to gel.
Yeah.
You got to see your own assignment. So I think that just shows you how well ran that program is to have that team ready for week one. Late August. That's like a lot. That's saying a lot for Coach Oliver.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think too, I appreciate that on the offensive side. What's that young man named Harris, the quarterback, Central's quarterback? He's so fearless. I like that. He liked to get in there. He ain't scared. However, I feel like because there was one play, I think he did fumble. And I was just like, see, you're doing too much. You got too much dip on your chip. But I love when the quarterback is like not afraid to make those like very spontaneous, very quick decisions to be like, okay, I got to do it. I got to be the running back. I got to, take care of it because whatever was going on. But I think that it worked for them as long as, O-line is doing what they need to do. You miss a block, it's over with. Because Southern wasn't just I think at certain points they did started to beat themselves. But at there was a couple plays where Southern was just like they were on top. They were making good blocks. They were, pressuring the quarterback, whatever. But I think at the end of it, like I said, once Central kind of found their pocket, they did that. But yeah, Harris is a great, when you think of what was the previous quarterback when they took
Darius.
to the Darius.
Yeah.
I think filling in those because Darius was like that.
Yeah.
Real deal.
Yeah.
Darius was like that.
Yeah.
But he wasn't afraid either. He was very intelligent too in his game. And I feel like Harris exemplifies a little bit of that, but I don't want him to do too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't go ahead, Ron.
I mean, like he's that quarterback that Cam Newton always talk about. He's a game manager. He's not a game.
It's so funny because I was thinking about Cam when I think of him as a quarterback.
Yeah, like he's literally a game manager. He managed the game the right way, and he has the pieces around him to execute and make plays. All you just got to do is hand the ball off, let the running back go crazy, and get the ball to the receivers. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Don't try to be Superman. Don't be out there trying to be Batman.
Yeah.
Sometimes just pull up like Clark Kent, go in the David Bugle, so
not you say you could just be regular.
Yeah,
he ain't gotta be extraordinary.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be extraordinary too. Go in, do your job. Hey, you supposed to run the ball, you supposed to catch. I'm supposed to throw where the ball supposed to be thrown at. That's it.
Right.
Sure, that's it. But I can't say for Southern looks good when they on fire. But when they're down, it's like it's just like a landslide. Everything coming down with it. Offense, defense, special teams. It's like that. I feel like that's more so with coaching than anything, because if your team down like that, you gotta do something on the fly just to get their morale back up.
Yeah. I mean, but you got to keep in mind, though, man, like Southern, they're playing one of the best HBCU programs there is. So, and they got a new head coach. Like
this second year head coach.
Yeah.
Oh, he says second. Okay.
But my thing, Jerry, is when are you going to be able to say we always playing FAMU and Jackson State and these good HBCUs? When are y'all going to be good? Like, I ain't trying to throw a shot. I know.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on, Ron. Hold on, man.
No, because like
no. I gotta throw a flag on the plate. Hold on. Hold on. I understand where you're coming from as far as when y'all gonna be
When y'all gonna be like that?
y'all gonna be good. I get it. But if I'm not mistaken, the MEAC and SWAC, that championship is not always the same teams, correct? Like it's different teams every year. Isn't that correct? It's not always Central versus Southern. It's not always that, like what we just saw, right?
Yeah.
It changes, it varies. So I think sometimes I'm gonna choose this very wisely. I think certain teams play certain ways against other certain teams, if that makes sense. Like I feel like there is a consideration of, okay, this is the team that I'm playing. This is what we're used to. This is what they have a tendency of doing. This is what they have patterns of doing, whatever. Or these are just the players. Maybe they have figured out how these players run,
Mm-hmm.
How many times I feel like does Southern, let's just say, for instance, Southern and Central, because they just had their game, do we feel like Southern has had a matchup against a team like Central versus a like Central having the experience of a team like Southern, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean that's true. I think that's true.
Like how many times does Southern play like another type of Central, team? I feel like, because I think we talked about this before, of like the MEAC has a little bit more of diversity in their games, in their schedules, who they play. I feel like their versatility in their opponents allows them to, I don't know, kind of have a leg up when it comes to, maybe playing teams that they don't normally play. Because, I mean, I don't know how many times does Central play Southern for real?
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like Celebration Bowl type shit. Or if it's, I don't know, like something like this. Or it could be a regular season. I don't know. But like, they're not in the same conference. And SWAC got so many shoes to fill within their schedule versus MEAC. They have a little bit more wiggle room. So I think that's, I'm just thinking that's maybe something to consider. That's all.
If you schedule it right, you can get some great competition and also improve your institution while scheduling, Power 5, Power 4 games against schools that are, better, quote, better than you, because they have better facilities. Yeah. And get yourself ready for the season a lot better.
With your thing, I heard everything you said. I had to let the dog out. The dog, he was eating outside. I had to let him in right quick. I feel like you should, to go into your point, Robbie, you should have a culture for your team. If you have a certain culture, it doesn't matter who you play. You shouldn't. I feel like yes, you got to change your game plan for certain tendencies, but at the end of the day, when Willie Simmons was at FAMU, we knew, okay, he gonna throw the ball to X-Man. It can't nobody guard him. Double team. He gonna outrun everybody like that. That's the game plan. You got to have a team, and low key they had the running back. They had the correct game plan to run it back to run the ball.
They had two, because McCoy is nice too, along with Holly.
Yeah, so like you had
that like what 60-yard run or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I think it was a touchback. I mean not a punt return or something like that. I don't know. It was something. He ran.
Yeah, so like with Southern, they almost had what? They had 249 yards of rushing.
Okay.
249 yards of rushing. Holly had 119 and McCoy had 93. So like if that's your identity, I understand that's your identity too. But then again, like try your best to, stick with your identity. If you're gonna run, pound it, like pause. But you had the pause right there. You gotta keep running the ball. You gotta keep running the ball. You gotta hey, like we ain't gonna back down from us running the ball. Like you really have to stop us. You really have to get us in negative play for us to change up our game plan. And when we running the ball, ain't nobody else gonna stop us in the SWAC,
So
in the MEAC, or whatever.
what you saying is basically they got away from their game too early.
Yeah.
Well,
I
think
can agree with that.
I agree with that as well, and I think it still ties into the whole coaching aspect of it. Because what I feel like the game started strong, like you said, Ron. It was a game of chess. It was very much more so balanced, calculated. I think that they were in it together, but at what point did they either lose their grip on the Southern side, where they started making those, common mistakes, but like too often, and then you just let Central kind of take advantage of that and like not even protect yourself in that regard. So it's like, I wouldn't say that they don't have the culture. I think that's where I'm getting from with your comment, Ron, of like, you got to have the culture, be able to do it with anybody. Cool. I don't know if I would confidently say they don't have it. I don't think it may be as strong, or maybe there are areas of improvement and holes that need to be filled in the way that they communicate with their team. Because like I said, I felt like Central objectively looked a lot more cohesive in their gameplay than Southern did on both sides, really, on offense and defense. I think their offense shined a little bit more than their defense, but I think overall they had a quality, start to them. And I think that Southern did as well, but I wouldn't say that they don't have the culture. I think they need to mold it, shift it, adapt it a little bit better, maybe, whatever.
I mean, when you speak on culture, it goes back to the time frame that the coach has been coaching in. You have to establish a culture and bring in guys that fit the culture. Like, this is year two. This is year two. So, I mean, he's bringing his guys in, but they're not really established the culture or even bought into the culture. Coach Oliver has been coaching at North Carolina Central since 2018. You know what I'm saying? So he had he had two different classes. That's 8 years of, people to bring in. I'm establishing this is what we're gonna do. This is my identity. This is the kids we're gonna recruit to replace the kids that graduate. Like, it's all gonna be the same thing with Coach Simmons. He's been at FAM for how long? A long time.
5, 6 years.
Yeah. So I mean, you gotta really establish that culture, which is not gonna be established in 1, 2, and maybe you can start establishing it in your 3rd or 4th year, but like how it goes,
Jared,
you ain't gonna get that long.
I gotta fire back on you, Jared, because like we saw the proof is in the pudding with South Carolina State. He came in year 1. Yes, he got some of his players, but
hold on. I have an interjection. Hold on. But what conference are they in?
They're in the MEAC. But I can say the same thing about Willie. We were still in the MEAC though, but still. Still.
Gosh.
But okay, get this example. Prairie View. I'm gonna just talk about that coach. When he came in, he set a culture as far as, if you don't want to work here, I don't want you. And that was from day one.
Right.
So if you're not setting that from day one and you waiting on, I'm gonna wait for these players to, go out, I'm gonna get some more players in. I mean, I think you kind of working backwards.
Yeah.
So like when for me, like for Southern, like it should be day one where, about like, cause he's been at Southern for a good little minute. I think he was one of the assistants or something there before dude left. I think I don't want to be wrong, but I think he was, and he got moved up. So like you already was there.
But what I'm saying is not even a culture of attitude or respect or how to, working hard. The culture I'm speaking on is, what kind of plays are we running? Are we running this type of offense? Because if I'm running a spread offense, but I got the quarterback of, that Southern got, that ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have the players that match your scheme. So whatever you're trying to do, it's not going to. So if he only got the players that came in left over from what he hasn't recruited any of those guys except for this past year.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to get those guys out to replace them with the people that fit his scheme. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I'm not asking Michael Vick to drop back 80 times a game and throw for 500 yards.
Mhm.
Oh, hell no. Well, you better use your feet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So,
You better, you
same thing.
like we say, you better use them slave feet, boy. You better start running.
Run, Forrest, run.
Start
Exactly.
running. Sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This is I usually don't do this on. Well, I do this on week 0, but I'm gonna do it for Robin because Robin here, and I know I'm doing it for you, Robin. I'm doing it for you.
What you doing for me?
I knew it.
City boy, city boy, city boy, city boy, city boy.
I think what gets me is your
It's
excitement
your
behind it.
boy, week 0. It's your boy, Rob. You might as well go ahead and do it. It's your boy. Shoot.
No, Mosley cut up.
Yeah,
He cut up. It was that play. What it was, they thought that I think it was supposed to be like a fumble return or something like that. They brought it back, and then the next couple of plays, he went in.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I
he did,
said, "Wait a minute." He said, "Not today. If y'all
Yeah.
gonna give me another shot, I'm gonna do it again." I loved it. I think he's incredible. But again, I still like the versatility of it. They didn't just stay on him. Everybody got an opportunity to do something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he's very reliable. I like his game.
Yeah.
Very good man. Very good man. Yeah.
I like him too. I like his speed. He's a very good back. I don't know because he wasn't there last year. I don't think was he?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
think he
sure. Let me
I got it.
all right, clicked on his name.
Because I believe it was somebody else last year. But anyway, he came in this year and was lighting it up.
Right.
Yeah. What, he said 189, right?
Yeah.
182.
182.
Yeah, so he had a great game. I'm actually looking forward to see how he does against other opponents outside of the MEAC and outside of HBCU competition.
Yeah. Me as well. That was a really good start to them. I think they needed that. Not in a sense, I don't know if that's going to dictate how they move forward because I mean their next game is against like New Hampshire. So it's like, what can you do with that? But I do think that was really good for them to start off like that and provide that confidence. But yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to them, definitely. Shout out to the teams that's playing right now. Shoot, right now we got Norfolk and Townsend. At halftime, the score is still 13-0. Townsend is up 13-0. Delaware and Delaware State is 3-14. Deshaun down.
Who has the points in the Delaware?
Delaware State got 3. Delaware got 14. Halftime.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's still a long ball game. You never know. It may happen. You know.
They're blowing out, I guess.
Yeah, you ever watch Angels in the Outfield? The little bat boy say, "Yeah, it may happen.
It can happen.
It can happen." Yeah. See, it can happen. So
TT don't know that one.
Hey, going back to that Central game they got next week. New Hampshire they're not a bad team.
Oh, no.
They actually in the CAA. I think they went. They were like 6-2, 8-2. One of them in the conference last year. They were pretty good last year. I know they beat us, so. But I don't think that's really saying much.
Uh-oh.
Not last year. This year, different year though.
He said this is the new year.
Yeah, but let's talk about this right here. I think this is an amazing stat for just the NFL in general.
Beautiful thing.
And the HBCU land in general. 23 of our HBC athletes made the 53-man roster team for the NFL. I think that's amazing. Especially, the old school days where it's nothing but, HBC athletes was in there, and now we got at least half of a team. We got half of a team, so we doing something.
Half of a team.
Yeah, I do think it is an improvement But my thing is, man, I'm still stuck on the draft. I need us to get more
Yes.
of us drafted for
Yes.
the initial payment.
Stop playing in our face because y'all know we good.
Right. Because if
Stop.
you're going to put us on the 53, why are you not drafting us?
Because I
now we just
still
getting
would
paid
never
less.
forget what they did for Pro Day. And they did it more than just to one school. Of course, I'm thinking of my Rattlers, but
Yeah.
still, they did that to a lot of HBCUs and just not giving them the time and the energy to see the same players that y'all end up picking up. Settle
Yeah.
those guys' nerves. Give them the same energy and the time and the attention that you would give to any other player that comes from any other institution.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
At this point, the only team that I think really are invested thoroughly, I wouldn't say thoroughly, but invested in HBCUs, the Cowboys, they look at us.
Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah.
Who else you got, Ron?
Steelers. Because
I was
they
going
got
to
a
say
history.
Steelers. Yeah,
They got a history of picking HBCU players.
Yeah.
Redskins. I know.
Commanders.
Oh, my bad. Commanders.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah.
We're just against Trump.
But I think that's really like the
really
top. I think that's like the top 4 off the top of my head that I can like really think of. Okay, I know back in the day they used to pick HBCU players, like you said, the Rams.
The Eagles and the Colts got a pretty decent history.
Yeah,
I wouldn't count them as the top.
Top tier that pick HBCUs. Yeah, but
because I mean they most recently was Isaiah Lamb, of course, top of your head, but before that it was Darius Leonard, from South Carolina State. He was drafted.
Where he used to play at before that? Because I'm trying to think. Was it Darius Leonard? He used to he did play for the Colts for a long time.
Yeah, he played.
But he went to a different team though, right?
He went to the Eagles.
Okay,
yeah.
So
So shout out to them, and shout out to the Cowboys because they got 3 all SWAC defensive players on one team.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to the Cowboys. They got Houston.
Where your boy from Jackson State?
Huh?
Travis.
Jackson State. Houston.
James Houston.
Yeah.
He with the Cowboys.
He
with the Cowboys too.
So Bell, James Houston, and Isaiah Land is with the Cowboys. Yeah, so that's amazing. 3 all SWAC players on one team.
Isaiah not with the Colts, dog?
Nah, he got picked up by the practice squad with the Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's because I think with the trade with Micah Parsons and everything, they probably had to pick up some extra D line. You know what I'm saying? They had the cap to pick up some extra D line with that trade, and that's a crazy trade too, like to get rid of them.
Yeah. So this just happened today.
Yeah, this probably all just happened today or in the week of, because they picked up James Houston in the week of because they didn't know what was Parsons going to do.
Right.
So they probably picked up a couple more. Hey, we don't know if he's gonna come or go. If he stay, then we probably gonna have to cut some people. If he go, then we already got the people we need.
Right.
So that's how that kind of unfolded.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
It is.
Because it really just happened. It literally just happened today. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh well, shout out to them. Love that for them. The boys reunite.
That part.
Huge.
Love that.
You talking Andrew Body 60-yard touchdown. Make it look easy. Okay.
I'm glad he's well.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm glad he's definitely back. And
definitely. With that titanium army guy, he better be well. Shoot.
Yeah, good for him. Hey, it was made for vibranium.
Winner soldier, he better be straight. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm happy he's healthy though.
He
done been through a lot.
Yeah, definitely been through a lot. So hopefully he have a good year this year, a good, safe, healthy year. So he'll we get to see some excitement in the SWAC and everything else. But Robin.
Oh Lord.
Right.
We being petty right now, Robbie.
What you want?
We being petty. Trash talking.
No.
PB
Okay.
versus TSU.
Let's really get into it because I'm confuffled. So are they upset?
Okay, take your time. You know. Wow.
So whose athletic director is missing in action? Texas Southern.
Texas
Yes.
Southern over
Texas Southern
some intercourse allegations.
intercourse allegations. Lord Jesus. Okay. Now, Prairie View.
Mm-hmm.
What? Talking about they made a joke. Like, who was that man?
So
In the
that
video?
was
I didn't get
that was
anything from that video. I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
the
that was
coach.
the Prairie View head coach, basically.
Yeah.
Prairie View head coach.
Football.
Yeah, football. So they,
Okay.
they had the luncheons on the Classic.
Right.
They have the luncheons, and the
Right,
coaches come up and talk. The ADs come and talk. President say a little bit something here and there. So
Right.
I guess PB coach, the man that he is, he a part of the Dog Nation. I don't think Jerry know him an affiliate, but he a part of the Bruh Nation.
Who?
And the Bruhs, the Qs.
I
He a
got
Q.
you. The athletic director.
No, the
No,
PB coach.
the coach.
Okay.
The PB coach. Yeah, so he
Okay.
said a little statement about the athletic director.
Right.
Having sexual relations. Y'all can't even handle your athletic director. He hot in the pants, basically.
And he decided to say this at the luncheon.
Yeah, he decided to say it at the luncheon, and it's been kind of going back and forth. So my thing is this
And he
trash
meant
talking?
it. That was not a joke. He meant that.
Yeah, I think he did. But at the end of the day, Robbie,
That man meant that.
is this good for the SWAC? That's my thing.
Ron, is it good for him? Babes, I don't let me explain something to you. What I understand in this world of trying to sacrifice the few to save the many is that I don't think the SWAC necessarily is in danger by them talking shit to one another because it's in-house. See what I'm saying? Like it's Prairie View versus Texas Southern. They're all in the same conference. Like it's like when your cousin, you know what I'm saying, find with your other cousin. Like it's internal. Like we can comprise it. The only time that I feel like it would be a situation where the SWAC is necessarily at risk or at jeopardy or whatever is if you have them acting out of character in front of the people.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Crackle
even
Barrel.
if it's not necessarily against another, institution or what have you, but just how you carry yourself in the public eye. This is such an HBCU thing. Like, if anything, they're going to get called to the principal's office and be like, y'all need to relax because it's never that deep. And if anything, like I said, I would be more inclined for like him to be reprimanded more than the school and the institution that would impact that would impact the conference in and of itself. Like I would be like, what are they going to do with him? Like, what did they say to him? Was it like, oh, they kiki because they thought the same thing, but they're going to act like they're mad? Or is it going to be like, no, you're doing too much. Now you got these people mad that be giving us money and they're like, oh, we don't want to be affiliated with them anymore. So now you'd have messed up the money. So it's like, I think the SWAC is going to handle it as properly and as expeditiously as they possibly can without them being affected. For sure.
Yeah, I don't really think it's going to be too much of an impact. I mean, these type of luncheons, I don't know how many of y'all have been to those type of luncheons before, but just from my experience playing and being in compliance, I've been probably about 10 to 12. And they always have very low blows, like cross the borderline of stuff that they're saying to one another.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, this one was a little bit worse because it's personal about that can impact somebody's career. But I mean, with the one not last year, but 2 years ago with fam, they were talking about, well, y'all can't even get a real check. So how we know we're gonna play? It was just all type of little petty stuff that they say to get people riled up. You know, black folks, we love messy. We love being in a mess. So I mean,
we love fighting with one another too. Like just
yeah. So I mean, they trying to do all that in front of the game. I don't think it's gonna be any type of actions against the coach or the institution. I don't really think. Honestly, that AD is probably gonna lose his job. So I don't think they're gonna lose too much money for that.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm y'all all right? Is he all right?
Because I mean, if we being real, the people that's giving money, they already know out there anyway. Like they know, like, hey,
they know. Everybody knows though. That's the thing. It's just like, why? What made you say that? Like, why did you feel like that was the prime opportunity? As if we don't really know what's going on. But well,
that's what they do. Yeah, I feel like I liked it because it gave PV a voice, because from what I know about PV, they just don't have, I don't know, to me they just don't have a voice. You know, like that's just how I feel internally, especially being in Houston. Like, so let me put it this way, because I know it's kind of like, I know Houston is different from Tally. I know that. I'm not comparing the two cities at all. Just comparing the schools in the city. You have Florida State and you have FAMU. FAMU and Florida State, we understand Florida State has all the money, has all this, has the facilities, everything. But FAMU is FAMU. Like, y'all black people gonna come over here. Y'all gonna talk about our parties. Y'all gonna come over here and mingle with us. Y'all gonna here do with us. And it's like over here in Houston, it's like they're both of them are really quiet school. Like, okay, we hear about PV, ain't too much going on. It's a nice campus. Hear about Texas Southern, y'all really ain't got no motion like that. I mean, y'all should, because y'all in the dead center of Houston, but it's very quiet. So like for me, they just to see this, and I actually went to a PV game when it was almost the same amount as FAMU fans as PV fans. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is a good thing for PV, because like they really didn't have a voice, and now they have somebody that can actually talk. I don't know if he can walk the walk now, because we're gonna see Saturday, but hopefully he can. So then we can say he can talk the talk and walk the walk.
He done wrote a lot of checks now. I don't know if he'll be able to cash it, but he done wrote a lot of checks.
I have a quick question, Ron. When you were making the comparison between, you said in Tally you have FSU and FAMU. You know, FSU got all the money, FAMU got all the culture. Cool, right? Mm-hmm. That's the synopsis. And then we move to PV versus Texas Southern. I guess where is what are the similarities between the distinction between FSU and FAM versus PV and Texas Southern?
I mean, you have Houston University here and Rice. They literally, both schools have all the money and all the resources and all that. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like you're HBCU. You have all the tools in your toolbox, but y'all just don't use them.
Yeah, but I feel like
because with FAM, we use all our tools. FAM was
by itself.
Yeah, but
there was no other FAMU. There was no other HBCU to compete in that nature. You just said Prairie View and Texas Southern are so close that it's like they're in the same vicinity.
But Robin, what I'm saying is this: yes, they're in the same vicinity, but how can two HBCUs be in the same vicinity kinda and don't have no motion?
They close.
No motion. You don't feel like they don't have any motion? Is that what you're saying?
Not. I mean, Robin.
But what do you mean by motion? What do you mean by that?
That's the young people word. We too old for that. We don't got
Right. What do you
So,
mean? What do you mean by motion? Of the
I
ocean?
feel,
They moving? They not? I don't know.
I feel like this, like I would want to go to a PV game or a TSU game, but I wouldn't get my money's worth. Jackson State, I'll get my money's worth. North Carolina Central, I feel like I get my money's worth.
So you're saying that the fact that this man called out the old dude at Texas Southern, that this brought them the necessary attention for them to have better viewership and support and fan base?
Yeah. Because they don't have, like, PV really don't have the fan base. Like,
now, here's the thing. Do we want that fan base?
All schools should want a type of fan.
No. I said that's fan base. So what I mean by that fan base is that I'm identifying the type of fan base that it's going to be. Because if you're saying that, okay, the basis on this little stint that he had by calling out old dude, I feel like that's hella petty. Myself, you don't have me as a fan. I'm not going to be like, oh, let me go see what they talking about. If anything, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, what did you do that for? But that's just me as a fan. You're going to have somebody next to me that's going to be like, no, we like him, stand 10 toes down. Let's call it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It could, connect. So I guess that's my question of like, what kind of fan base are we really looking for with building up PV? Because in my opinion, I'm just thinking they just need to win more. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing, Robin, like they have, it's been certain years they have good teams and not like the best teams, but they have good teams and people still don't show up to the game.
Yeah, but what they got to do with, what does that have to do with, I feel like, the success of their program?
So the success with their program is totally different from the fan base.
Exactly. I think that's
so I feel like the fan base, regardless of the success of the program, because it's been times where we knew we weren't going to go to the championship because we had a sanction. But we still had a fan base. FAMU still had a fan base. FAMU was still showing up at games. FAMU was leading the attendance.
Okay. And so basically you're saying that they need to increase upon their fan base, and him doing
saying what he said
in the luncheon.
Saying what he said, that brought a certain
did it though?
TV. I feel like it did.
But do you feel like, let me be honest, I want you to be honest with me. Do you feel like FAMU's fan base, just to use that as an example, because that's how you started off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like FAMU's fan base is strictly FAMU people?
No.
Do you feel like it's strictly HBCU people?
No.
Do you feel like they got that off of messiness?
No. So, but I can't say it is. That's FAMU. That was Willie Simmons' way. He did it. Willie Simmons did it his way. I cannot blame another coach trying to do it another way.
Valid, and I agree
because
with you.
Just like what's the coach from the coach from the Colts, black dude, I forgot his name. Coach Peyton Manning. Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy.
He never cussed in the locker room a day in his life. Never cussed. Never cussed. You got Bill. You got probably Bill Parcells out here. Somebody else. They cussing up a storm. You got two different personalities and two different wavelengths going different ways. I mean, either the fans gonna love it or the fans gonna hate it. I feel like they don't have any fans right now to hate it, so they have to love it.
I agree. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you there. I think where I'm coming from as far as the perspective of what the TV should be doing to increase their fan base. My viewpoint objectively is that this is not going to do anything for them. They would need to be more intentional on how they are building it, not just off a whim, and it's just going to go viral and people going to be like, oh, let me see what they did, da, 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 da. Because again, it's coming from a place of messiness. It's coming from a place of like, you're going to have a split audience. Anytime with mess, you're going to have a split audience. When you have objective success, you still may have a split audience, but your odds are better. You're going to have more people that's going to want to follow you because you're doing something good, or you're doing something that is attractive, or you're doing something that allows people to want to invest into it. I think to your point, sure, they may have gotten, maybe some ears raised or maybe some eyebrows raised or whatever of like, oh, what they talking about over at PV, cool. But I do believe that their audience was just so centrally located to just 2 HBCU opponents. Like, it's different than kind of like what I was alluding to it before when you were comparing FAMU and FSU. Like, if they get into it, you got a wide variety of different audience members. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna have the FSU people that are out extended beyond FAMU, beyond HBCU, beyond our world. Then you gonna have our people. And some of them may cross over. And some of us may be like, I'm out of it. I don't want to do anything of it. But when you have 2 HBCUs in the same conference, in the same vicinity, really talking the same stuff, y'all just going neck and neck. It's just like, who really was paying attention to that? Or who really, outside of the same fans that they've already had, that's going to support them, that's going to ride or die for them, how can we say that that really extended beyond that? I feel like that scope. But I mean, to your point, I get it. I think that for sure, they have to be very mindful that even though it's separate, the success of their program and their fan base, it does have an impact. But yeah.
I do think it does impact. I think people will watch this particular game when it does draw attention to them. Because, I mean, even with us talking about it right now, it's drawing attention. We wouldn't be talking about this if he didn't say that.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Like I said earlier, black folks, we love being in some, you hear what he said, gossiping and all type of mess, but it's going to be a limited amount of time of success from that. So you'll draw attention here and there, but what he has to do if he wants to really capitalize off of drawing the attention like we're talking about now, he has to win the game.
Yeah.
He has to win the game. If he doesn't win, it's like, oh well, he's just all talk. But if he wins, we're like, oh, he might have a good team this year. But if we look at his past historically, he is a very, outspoken person that likes to get his words out before any actions are being done.
Yeah.
But when transfer portal stuff, he said, hey, you won't come here if you ain't ready to work. If you don't ask me for no film, no official visit. He was saying all type of stuff on Twitter. And then he had another situation where he was on Twitter, like singing some bruh songs. I mean, I ain't got no problem with it. It's cool. And that's what he's planning to do to kind of get his name out there, to get the brand a little bit better than what it is. Not saying PV has a bad brand, but that's just his way of kind of getting the name out there a little bit more. I'm not mad at him, but we'll see how that goes for him this season.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. But shoot. Well, good news right now, Delaware State just scored a touchdown in the third quarter, so now it's 10-14. So
come on, gang.
Good. Yeah. Norfolk and Townsend, they're still in the same situation, 13-0, but
hey,
it may happen.
They're holding them off.
Yeah.
In the third?
And it's in the top of the third, not the bottom, the top.
Okay.
Yeah. So hey,
you see,
they got 10 minutes left in the third quarter. So
that's time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time.
They got time. Come on.
It's a lot of time.
We'll see. If them boys score one more time, it might be over with, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, because being for real, Delaware, Delaware State, the offense that he was bringing in, boy, he was bringing in some hitters.
Yeah.
You see, I got my shirt on.
Oh, see? Okay, Robin. Let them people see the shirt. Let them people see the shirt, Robin. Hold up, Molly, for the priest that reading the thing. Okay, on the all white ski. Okay, hey. Shoot, let them know. Heck yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking about this, all last night. Yeah, it's kind of it's
Which
week one.
going
I ain't
on?
had no week 0, so it's week one.
But
It's week
who
one.
did this?
It's week one.
But who did this?
I did.
Oh,
It's
You
week
say that
one.
proudly.
It's week one. It's week one.
I understand.
Okay, that's all I want to say. I'm basing this off of week one. So don't go. I got Jackson State at top. They're the champs.
Respect.
Respect. North Carolina Central. They won that game against Southern. So
I'm not mad at it.
At number 2.
This is where you're losing me.
This is where I had a problem at. The only reason why is because besides Southern, the rest of these teams hasn't played. So I looked at last year. The only reason why I put Bama State at number 3 because they didn't lose to Mississippi Valley and they didn't play a tough game. They did not lose against PV either. They got Andrew Body coming back. They got a consistent thing over there with the head coach. No, not a lot of turnover, not a lot of this. So that's why I put them at number 3. That's why.
Yeah.
Tennessee State, I put them at number 4 just because of the confidence alone of what they was in and what they did last year. But I know this gonna change from week. I know this gonna change. I know this gonna change. South Carolina State is number 5 because they went to the championship and played. I cannot put that down on it. They didn't lose to a bad Mississippi Valley team. They didn't.
But you put Bama State over South Carolina State?
That's what I'm saying.
Because of the defense they've been having over the years.
Okay, but hold on. Are we talking about over the years ranking, or are we talking about the teams that we know that are coming from this past year and the new people that they've added on or traded back and forth moving into this year? Because I feel like this may not be the most fair, at least for me, to put South Carolina so far down below Alabama State. I do not believe Alabama State should be over South Carolina. And if anything, it needs to be like 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I understand.
This your list, though.
I do understand that. I honestly do understand that. I feel you on that.
Thank you.
I was thinking about this kind of all night and trying to place because my thing is this: if Bama State went head to head against South Carolina State, and I just run it through my mind like, okay, if they got Andrew Body, how would that look? They got this, how would that look? If they got this, how would that look? Like, what will be the outcome of that game if they played each other? That was kind of my philosophy of 3, 4, and 5. That was kind of my philosophy. Okay. To be honest with you, FAMU, I put them there because of last year, new quarterback. They come with a new quarterback, so we don't know what that looks like. You got a new offensive coordinator. I mean, came from a good school. We don't know what that looks like. New defensive coordinator. Hopefully, we have a good defense. Our running game, it's a lot of questions with FAMU. It's a lot of questions. When I started looking at this, especially with FAMU, it's a lot of questions that I have that I don't know. Literally, usually I would know, but I really don't know. I don't know if we're going to score last year. It took us forever just to score a rushing touchdown. One rushing touchdown. So it's tough.
I'm not mad at FAMU ranking.
I'm actually not either. I'm not.
If I really want to get out what I want to say, Bama State, Andrew Body, he's a great quarterback. But his issue is not his ability, it's his availability.
You're right.
he's been hurt 2 years in a row. So how can we rely on him? You know, saying that this is the third best HBCU if he ain't played ball for a full season in 2 years.
I
And
see you on that. But in my mind, in a perfect world, in a perfect world, right now, Andrew Body is available. Right now, he is available to play week one install. He's ready to play right now. So I have to. That's like saying this. You got Tom Brady on your team week one.
That's not saying that. Tom Brady is not Andrew Body.
I'm not saying
I'm
not saying Tom Brady Andrew Body, but I'm saying you're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna win if you got Tom Brady on your team.
Oh,
you got Andrew Body on your team.
You're talking about the value as it connects to that team. So not comparing Brady to Body, but comparing the relationship Brady has to his team and Body has to his team.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I agree with that either though, bro, because I mean the years that he played, 21 and 22, he was at Texas Southern. They weren't that great. But he made his team 10 times better. Because if he was the only single person that was, putting the team on his back, trying to do everything, and y'all ain't getting no talent here, and I'm sitting here working my ass off, getting hit, jacked up and everything, and y'all ain't doing nothing, and I'm the only thing that's here, that should say something, because we sure enough wouldn't be talking about TSU back in the day if Andrew Body wasn't playing there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's real.
I respect that, but we were talking about them. We were never saying they were going to win the conference, though. We were never saying that's going to make them, the top seed and on either side of the sway.
You're right, but now he's at a team where he has a defense. Well, we're going to see this year. We're going to see if they have the same type of defensive mentality they're going to have. They usually do. They got a defense. You got the quarterback. All you just got to do is do your thing. That's all you got to do. Be Andrew Body.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on my prove it year with him. Like, he got to go out there and show me. Because I mean, if we look at his, what he's done in the past, his freshman year was his best year.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So I got to see. But I believe in him. I believe in his talent. He might be one of the best quarterbacks on all of these teams listed here. He probably might be the best quarterback on the list. But he got to go do it. Potential is only potential. If you don't, go out there and execute, it's only potential.
Yeah, definitely. And the bottom after the 7 is kind of like it was flipping, flopping, and I ain't know who to put where and who to put what. And,
what are your thoughts on Morgan State?
Morgan State.
I'm just asking because they just did significantly better than Howard last year, so I was just checking in.
I mean, if we want to chip in on that, Hampton has beaten Howard in the past, 14 years. So I think we beat him every
I
time.
also don't think that Hampton belongs below Howard.
That was my fault. I should have switched that. I don't know how I was thinking. Yeah, that was my fault. Hampton should be Hampton should be number 7, and everybody else moved down.
I didn't say that, but
they're in the stronger conference than Southern. They're in the stronger conference than
they are, but
then again,
the conference they lost more than they won, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, where do you?
I understand, but we're going to see this weekend because Hampton does play JSU, so we are going to see.
Who you got?
Jerry looking like,
let's talk about that. Who we got? What do we got?
Don't ask me that question.
No, I'm gonna start this now. I'm gonna get I'm about to get a note on my phone.
Here we go. Sure.
Okay. This is gonna be week 1. Which game are we doing?
So let's go to today's games and tomorrow's game. Everybody know
thank you, Ron.
The Delaware and Delaware State game. So like I said, Well, Delaware scored, so it's 21-10 now. So that's the score of that game. And Norfolk and Townsend is still 13-0. So that's a good little defensive game they got going on right there. So that's those two games. Alcorn and Northwestern State play today. I haven't checked out that score yet. For is this today? Yeah, Bama State play today. I need to look at all these scores. Let me go ahead and look at these scores right quick. Let me go to the SWAC. See what these scores looking like.
Right now, Alcorn down 13-0.
Okay.
But they only played one quarter because it was delayed.
Oh, okay. Let me look at shoot. That's Alabama.
Alabama State.
What game are we doing?
No, we're not doing these games right here. We're just overlooking them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
What
game are we going to? Yeah, we need to do a game. I feel like every show that's gonna be the thing. And I got a whole little chart that I put together because y'all not gonna sit up here
Actually,
be like,
we got 4 games. Actually, that's because I highlighted these 2 games: Hampton versus JSU, NCAT versus Tennessee State.
Why you highlighted that one?
Because that's a good game. NCAT versus Tennessee State.
I ain't say nothing about NCAT.
Oh, you talking about the Hampton versus JSU?
The
boy, that's something right there. That's an interesting game though. Then FAMU versus Howard, then PV versus TSU.
okay, which of the games we
doing all 4 of them. So by next week, either somebody gonna be 3-2 and like.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Hey,
let's go
Ron,
back. Let's go
hold
back.
on 1 second. 1 second.
All right.
Alabama State is losing 14-17 to UAB.
Okay. What, Andrew?
Shut up, Jerry. Jerry, no, Ron, don't pay no attention to this man. He's trying to make a point. He made his point.
Do you know Andrew Body stats though?
I'm saying they're doing good.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, they playing UAB.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Andrew Body 3 for 4 for 64 yards.
Okay. Yeah.
What second quarter? They ain't really throwing the ball that much then. He done random. He got 80 yards rushing.
Oh, see, that's a game changer right there.
Yeah, he is a game changer.
Yeah.
I hope it's mostly healthy for real, because he's the best quarterback in like I said, in HBCU football, I think.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skip the highlighted games, then I'm gonna go back to them because that's the ones we gonna pick for our record this year, you know what I'm saying? But we got Alabama A&M versus Arkansas. We already know what that game about. We ain't even gonna talk about that game right there. Southern versus Mississippi Valley. Yeah, so Southern with their new identity. They got one of the best running backs out of the boot. So hopefully they improve on their running game and run over Mississippi Valley. But you never know with them. You can't go to sleep on them. Because we know that personally. So, hey.
We do know that. They did rock our world that one year.
Yep.
That was last year. Not that 1 year. That was last year.
Yeah, boy, they gave us an uppercut from hell.
Boy, they broke everybody.
I feel like they did that another year too. I don't feel like it just was last year. I feel like they did that another year as well. Like they beat somebody that we didn't.
Yeah, I think was it against Bethune-Cookman?
It may have been. I don't know. But I feel like Bethune, it may not have been. No, it was somebody else. Was
it against Grambling?
Somebody better than Bethune.
Was it against Grambling?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's somebody like, it could have been
somebody
Grambling.
like Grambling. Yeah, it may have been Grambling. I don't know, but I know that they done that a couple times. You ain't even lying.
Yeah. Then you got Langston versus Grambling. Then you got UAPV versus Texas Tech. Yeah, we just gonna go ahead and go. Then this is an interesting game, New Hampshire versus NCCU. So definitely NCCU, if they have to do everything right this game. Basically, that's kind of like their game plan. We gotta be perfect in all aspects and ways. So if they do that, I feel like they can make it a game. I don't know about winning, but definitely make it a game.
I think they can win.
I feel like they can win too, but I mean,
We gonna
but
see. I don't know nothing about no New Hampshire, so
New Hampshire pretty straight. I mean, it just depends on honestly the longevity of who can play throughout all 4 quarters. That's what it comes down to. Who can play
I can
out
see
all
that.
4?
Yeah, sustainability for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This game right here, I've been going to this game since I was a little kid. Wofford versus South Carolina State. I already got South Carolina State winning this game, hands down. Hands down. Wofford ain't like the
Wofford?
Yeah, Wofford College. Wofford
Wofford?
College was that deal back in the day, Robin.
I don't know what. Where's that?
You
That's
never heard of Wofford?
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Can't say that I have. It doesn't ring a bell to me in my
Wofford was one of those teams where they every year they was putting out at least 3 to 4 NFL.
Is it or
Who?
is it or what we doing?
Oh, we doing the 4. Yeah, we doing.
No, is Wofford or
Oh, you know, the white horse.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
nice.
they the white horse.
Horse to the old town road.
Funny story about Wofford. My uncle played football there.
Nice.
My uncle played football at Wofford. My middle brother went to Wofford.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you a funny story. I don't think I never told y'all this story.
Okay.
Yeah. My brother had a roommate named Alvin. He played in the NFL, played for the San Diego Chargers, played linebacker at Wofford.
Where is he? Where is he located? Is he still with the Chargers?
No, he's done. I think he played like for 4 to 5 years. I think he's done now, but he still does stuff with the Chargers. So he was my brother's roommate. So I'll always get into the game free because his family was from all the way from the West Coast. So like I always ask like, hey, let me get a ticket if your family ain't coming. He was like, here you go. Me and my dad would go to the game, or I'll go to the game with my brother and get a free ticket. So after the game, like one game, he let me go in the locker room. He's just like, hey, just say you my little brother. I was in high school. Hey, say you my little brother so they won't say nothing to you. I was like, all right, you ain't gotta tell me twice too. I'm walking up in there.
Okay.
I'm eating fruits, vegetables, sandwiches, because it's after the game, you know.
I know that's right. They always got food. Always got food.
I eat everything. So the coach came up, and the coach, like I said, he coached my uncle. That's how long he's been coaching there. Mm-hmm. He coached my uncle, and he was like, he looked at me. He was like, you look familiar, and I was like, Of course. And he was like, is your last name Bridges? I was like, yeah. And he was like, your daddy Michael Bridges? Because that's my uncle name. My uncle name is Michael. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, that's my uncle. And he was like, boy, you sure do look like your uncle. You want to play on the team? I was like, nah, see, Wofford ain't the school for me. I would have flunked out, you know, because Wofford is one of those schools where like valedictorians be going to. You got to be the top of your class.
You said
be going there. Yeah. And
I boy said he wasn't smart enough.
I already told the straight. I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna fuck out if I come to this school. I ain't even gonna hold you. I saw the way my brother was stressing when he was studying. I was like, nope, not me. I ain't coming here. I ain't coming here. But he was like, but yeah, we chopped it up, and he was like, how your uncle doing? I was like, here preaching now, blah blah blah. And he was like, okay, nah, you know. But that was a cool little moment that I had at Wofford College, you know.
Love that. Love the
yeah.
Period.
Been there.
Yeah, it's straight. It's strange. Now, next game we got Morgan State versus Alabama, South Alabama. There you go, Robin. Morgan State. Let's see what they can do.
I think they're gonna do something. They've done something.
You know, so but let's go back to the top with Hampton versus JSU. Jerry, what's your prediction for this game?
The score? I got 34-7.
Okay.
What is that? 34-7. What? Make it known. Make it clear.
Black college football champs.
That, see, I like that. I like that. Okay, I feel you.
Okay, so that's Jackson State for sure. I just want to make it known.
You gotta make
that-
it known. Make it
Yeah, I
known.
don't want, I didn't want it to be shy or nothing. I'm gonna go
Definitely.
next. I'm gonna
Definitely.
do 14,
Mhm.
21,
I got you.
Jackson State.
Got you.
Why y'all ask me first?
Because I wanted to.
He
Y'all
asked
do
you first. I didn't ask
did
you
that on
first.
purpose.
Right.
I
That
know
was
what kids
Ron.
got brought in.
Go ahead, Ron.
I feel like this is gonna be I say I don't know. Hampton Hampton 17, JSU 28. Hampton 17, JSU 28.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Next game.
All right, North Carolina A&T versus Tennessee State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me first again?
I guess because we're going in that order, so I don't want to mess up Robin.
No, I'm good. It's on my phone.
Okay, sure. I go again. I'm gonna have Tennessee State. I feel like it's gonna be I say North Carolina Central 10, Tennessee State. I feel like it's gonna be an ugly, tight. I don't know why I feel like it's gonna be ugly and tight. 10-17.
I think it's gonna be ugly too.
Yeah, Tennessee State. Yeah, Tennessee State.
Okay, Jerry.
Tennessee State. They lost a lot of players in transfer portal this year.
Yeah,
once the coach left.
Yeah.
A&T got a new coach that everybody's rallying around. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. I got 14-10 Tennessee State.
Okay.
Yeah. Then let's go to the next game.
Hold on.
Oh, my bad, cuz.
I think it's going to be a low scoring game or a lower scoring game. I'm actually going to go with the same score as Ron, just Central.
No, NCAT.
I mean, NCAT.
Okay.
17-10.
Watch Robin. Hey, watch Robin gonna be right on this.
I know she's gonna be right, bro.
Yeah, watch Robin gonna be right on
don't say no. Hold on. Hey, no.
Robin gonna be like, I told you.
Don't say that. I'm not. I'm just bye. We're about it.
True.
I ain't gonna lie. I do think that coach that's the coach is supposed to be at FAMU.
Man, forget that coach, man.
Ron, I know why you say that.
Yeah, because I had to break up the fight, bro.
If you go up there and look at the film, Ron is on film fighting on film, knocking out players from the. I said, dang, is that Ron? Ron that got on the field knocking everybody out.
No, the Robin, the crazy, because I can tell this story now because Willie ain't there. The crazy story, Willie was it looked like Willie about to beat somebody's ass. like on some real shit. And literally, I know I was holding him, and I know the other coaches was holding him too. And all I heard is, "You need to get him. It ain't me. It's him. It's him. It's that." I was like, "Oh, whoa. I'm like, "Oh, hold up, coach. Hold up. You got to coach the game. Forget what they got going on. Get one of the other coaches to whoop his ass."
Right.
Shoot, but that it was crazy.
Get one of the volunteer assistants.
Exactly.
We don't even pay them. They got it. They'll be back.
Shoot.
All right. For FAMU versus Howard, I have 28 to 13 FAMU.
Gotcha.
I got 28-21 fam.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I got FAMU. I feel like I give it around I say 35 to I say 35-14.
Fam,
Yeah.
are we smoking them?
Yeah. I could because I feel like we're gonna fire on all cylinders. I feel that way. I don't know if we're gonna look that way, but I feel like we should be firing all cylinders. And like the years pass, either we don't or we do. So I mean, but then again, that was with Jackson State and Deion Sanders and stuff like that. But but I feel like our first game, especially, is back in the classic. That's something different. So we gotta put out a statement for everybody.
Yeah,
I feel like
I do think
it's gonna be a higher game.
Keep in mind that these boys from Howard, they're not used to playing in that heat.
That
And
too.
I think they're gonna be on that visitor side.
They used to working out in it.
They used to working out in it, but Robin, Robin, this is Florida heat versus mountain heat.
Yeah, but understand it's also September. It's not how it was in July.
Robin, we talking about Miami humidity.
Miami is not. I'm telling you, look it up. Look up where it
But
is now and compare it to July.
It's the humidity. It's not the heat. Like it can still 100-degree heat is different from South Carolina and Florida. 100-degree heat is different from Virginia and Miami.
Already in that type of environment to know to play to the game. Y'all think that bad? Y'all don't think that Howard is that adept at this day and age?
No,
nobody is.
Miami.
Nobody is.
Okay.
That's just like you going up to Denver. That's just like you going up to Denver, Colorado, and trying to run a mile. It's gonna be different.
Depending on where you go, it's really not gonna be all of that, and depending on where you are, because they got.
But I mean, Denver, Colorado, the altitude is way higher anyway, so it's gonna be different no matter what time of the year you go.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's different because it's a whole different altitude.
But this is like the summertime. This is still basically summertime in Florida. There's only two seasons in Florida, summer and spring. Especially, but like when you get to Orlando and down, it's only summer and spring. You don't get a fall.
Right, but what I'm saying is that I want y'all to know DC is just is not. I'm not going to say it's just as humid as Florida. They do not have the same thing, but they're also not so far removed to know at least an idea of what it will feel like. Now, during a game, sure, maybe they don't know that, but it'd be hot and humid in DC.
I understand that. It's just like this. When South Carolina State will always come to FAMU in the early part of the season, their players will always cramp up because of humidity. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen to Howard just because of the humidity.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
I mean, I live 2 hours from DC right now. So I done experienced, the weather here, the weather in Florida. I don't think it's comparable. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but they're not even in Miami. They're in Tallahassee.
But still, it's still our practice in Florida heat, our practice in Florida humidity. Even though
it's the same type of heat in Tallahassee than in Miami.
It's closer related than it is in DC.
Yeah, it is.
And a lot of them players are from Miami. So
that too. So they've been playing in it since they was tiny tykes.
Well, we gonna see.
But it really depends on who got that visitor side. I ain't gonna hold you. That visitor side, that's what happened to FAM in what 20 was that 22? He was in the sun the whole game.
Yeah.
Whole game. And it was like I was talking to the players, they were like, yeah, man, I was tired as hell, like cramping up, tired as hell, while Jackson on the other side in the shade. Like it sounds like it's a small, detail, but if you in 4 quarters of that, that's gonna be a lot of
the Dolphins.
Yeah, I understand.
The Dolphins built that stadium like that on purpose because they said it's 20 degrees cooler on their home side than the other team. They built it like that on purpose.
Right.
Okay, well, Howard, y'all done heard it here first. Y'all better get together. Get you some
Mhm.
fans. Put it inside your helmet or something.
Oh,
Put a
y'all,
cold
get
towel
some,
on your neck.
y'all better get some potassium pills, too.
But that's also why I chose the squad I chose for the JSU game.
Yeah.
That's one
Oh,
factor.
because it's going to be where? Mississippi?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just chose it because I think they're better. But anyway.
Yeah. Next game.
And Texas Southern.
Labor
What
Day
we
Classic.
got, guys?
I got
Ron, Jerry, come on.
14. Texas Southern 3.
What it is? What you said?
14-3.
For who?
PV gonna win.
Ron said it's not.
I got 10 to 7. Texas Southern.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna say 13 to 7.
Same winner.
Same winner. I'm not changing the winner. I was just changing the school.
Okay.
All right,
I
Ron.
got PV 23 to no. 21 to 13. 21 to 13. PV.
Got it. Okay, gentlemen.
Definitely.
Scores are in for Hampton versus Jackson State. Ron, you have 17 to 28 Jackson State. Well, 28-17 to Jackson State. Robin has 21-14 Jackson State. Jerry has 34-7. For NCAT versus Tennessee State. Ron, you have 17 to 10 Tennessee State. I have 17-10 NCAT. Jerry, you have 14-10 Tennessee State. For FAMU versus Howard. Ron, you have 35-14 FAMU. I have 28-13 FAMU. Jerry, you have 28-21 FAMU. And then for PV versus Texas Southern, Ron, you have 21-13 PV. I have 13-7 Texas Southern. And Jerry, you have 14-3 PV.
Can I make a change?
I don't have. I guess I don't have a disagreement about it. Ron, are you okay with him making a change?
Go ahead, my guy. Go ahead. Shoot.
What it is.
Before we close this thing out.
Right.
FAMU Howard. What did I say?
28-21. FAMU.
28-14.
28-14.
Fam.
Okay.
You're gonna be like me so bad. All right. I said 28-13.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Go
So, yes. Let me see about this game right quick. I'm gonna just see what the scores is looking like. Hold up. For a couple of these games. 14, I think 14 to 7. Alabama State got 14. UAB got 17. Let me see about these other games right quick.
Huh? Did you say 14 to 17 or 14 to 7?
14 to 17.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Delaware. Delaware pulled out against Delaware State. It's 28 to 10. So yeah, they pulled out. Oh, Norfolk.
Yeah, so you talking about that's the
Norfolk scored. Okay, so it's
That's
7 to 13 in the fourth quarter with 14 minutes left in the game.
Top of
You
it.
said 13?
14 to 13. 13 to 7, my bad.
Yeah.
13.
My mom say 15, dog.
13. You'll say 15?
Yeah, they got a safety.
Oh, mine ain't upload yet. Hold up now.
Mine say they got a safety probably just now.
They probably got it just now.
It definitely does say 15-7 right now.
Okay, cool. They must have just got it just now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so well, that means they got a tough, they got a long way to go.
You going to 15. Yeah, you gotta what? Let's go for 2.
Yeah, you gotta go for 2.
Yes.
That's
Go
tough.
big on.
Yeah, go big or go home. Sure. But thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the people that was watching, tuning in, tuning off, tuning in, man. Thank y'all. You know, I always say thank Robin and Jerry, you know what I'm saying? Y'all my peoples out here, you know. So yeah. Love y'all people, man. But y'all got anything else to say before we sign off?
No, y'all be great. Happy that football is back.
Yeah, that part. Jerry, anything you gotta say?
Hey man, anybody that's watching that's still in school in college, y'all have a great semester. I
Yeah.
know school is about to start, so that's the main thing. Get your degree. Not only voting for these people on the sideline on the field, do better in the classroom than what they're doing on the field. So
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, watching. It's God in football right now for the USA right now. So that's what them people say. It's first day God, next day football.
Mm-hmm.
Family,
Yeah.
football, and faith.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
They say.
The
that's
American
what they
way.
say. But
Like-
thank y'all. We about to head out, man. Peace, love. It's Priest Not Reed. Peace out, guys.